Okay, hello everyone on YouTube. This is Spawnbroker, and I am bringing you a special tournament cast for the Penny Arcade. This is actually a scrimmage. This is not an actual tournament game, and I am here with Tycho. Why don't you go introduce yourself?
Hello, everybody. Glad to be here, and hopefully this will be an exciting skirmish, warm everybody up before the tournament starts in force.
Right, so this is going to be a captain's mode game, and we're just about to get into the banning phase, and it looks like the Dire takes away Invoker. So, Tycho, why don't you give everyone a background in your Dota playing, I guess, and, how that works.
Yeah, sure, why not? Played Dota way back when, I don't know how many years ago it is now, at least like 3 or 4, and, that was fun. Never got into it, like, really seriously or anything, just played it like anybody else played it, and then recently I picked up the Dota 2 beta because why not, and then there's this Penny Arcade tournament, and it's been a lot of fun playing with all the PA guys. So I'm glad that Valve has brought this back with such a fantastic coat of polish and everything. So that's Dota 2 for me. What about you?
Yeah, definitely. I used to play Dota back in 04, 05-ish, before it became like, a real big thing. And I just recently, I played LoL for a few years. I played Heroes of New Earth as well. And I ended up quitting both of those games when I got into the Dota 2 beta. And now I've got a, few hundred hours under my belt in Dota 2, and now I'm trying my hand at casting. So that's what's going on here. And do we know the names of the teams that are going up against each other, or are they secret?
Yeah, I believe since these are just cobbled together from whoever was available, they have no names, except we can guess that the Dire would probably have something to do with VI, seeing as we have Vin Diesel, Villain, and Viagra.
Viagra, yeah. Okay, cool. So it looks like the second ban comes out is Templar Assassin. I don't know how I feel about first banning Templar Assassin. I'd much rather see like a Nature's Prophet or a Darkseer in there. What do you think?
So at this point, banning and picking is almost entirely opaque to me. I never was playing any captain's mode or anything back in Dota, and so when it first started popping up here, that's what sort of the de jure thing for in-house games. I was like, what is going on? Why does it take 5 minutes before the game starts? How does anybody figure out who to ban? Like, why is everybody banning Nature's Prophet? He seems neat, but he doesn't seem like the best guy. So I don't even... It is a level of strategy far above my ken at this point.
Okay,
so what the heck?
So yeah, I can explain why the Nature's Prophet ban, why he so very often sees a first round ban, is because in the first round ban you tend to see heroes that are banned. They tend to be heroes that drastically change the nature of the game, just by nature of being picked. So a Nature's Prophet, for example, just being in the game, lanes are going to get pushed. That's just how it is. He is going to be split pushing all the time. He's going to be farming the entire game. It's just he completely changes the dynamic of the game when he gets picked. Same thing for Invoker, and though to a lesser extent with Invoker. And Lycanthrope is another really good example of that, of someone who can just dominate a game from the get-go.
So it sounds like the idea is to not let your opponent sort of dominate how the game is going to work. You don't want them to bust out with some sort of strategy that they're going to be able to dictate how things go. But so does that make sense sort of for these pickup games at the very least, banning someone like Nature's Prophet just on the off chance that the other guys are going to go for the strategy using him, or is it just you don't even want to give them the chance to dictate the terms?
It's more that you just don't want to give them the chance. Is that if someone picks a Nature's Prophet, there is almost no hero in the game that can counter a Nature's Prophet. Just like Lycanthrope. There are strategies to counter Lycanthrope and Nature's Prophet, but it's very hard to do. So that's why they tend to be first round bans. It's not so much a, do we think the other people will be good at this hero, as we just don't want to deal with that hero. So
Makes sense.
So we have some interesting picks. There's a Naga Siren first. Usually you tend to see a Naga Siren, or you tend to see the carry being picked up in the 4th or 5th spot on the team, because picking a carry first, it kind of gives away what you're doing in captain's mode. It's kind of like being like, hey guys, we're going to be doing a strategy that it revolves around carrying. Our Naga Siren is going to be the carry. So I don't really like this Naga Siren first pick at all, actually.
Yeah, although you can't beat up on them too much because, of course, these teams have just cobbled together, so they're
Oh
all
yeah,
like,
definitely. I'm not trying to be
yeah,
unfair or
yeah.
anything like that. So we see a silencer pickup, which is actually a decent counter against Viper. So that's good. And
So-
Tree and Protector getting first picked. I don't know how I feel about that.
Radiant team pick.
Yeah, I got some interesting choices. So I guess another layer of strategy to this whole banning thing would be if you know your opponent's got heroes that they favor. And of course, that's something we might see in this upcoming tournament since everybody knows each other fairly well.
Right.
At least we're all in the PA community. So do you think there's sort of we got to choose between sort of going for a more common banning strategy where we ban someone like, I don't know, Nature's Prophet or something versus banning, I don't know, Queen of Paige so Paige doesn't get her?
Yeah, I think that's actually going to end up being more the order of the day. What you just said is I think that was a strong reason why Queen of Pain got banned. Paige is in this game, correct?
Yeah, well,
I think he's on the dire
Vin
side.
Diesel?
He might be
10
Vin Diesel.
seconds remaining.
I think he's Vin Diesel.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Queen of Pain ban
5 seconds
was because
remaining.
Paige is on the enemy team. So
Makes sense.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of that in this tournament,
Reserve
of
time.
people just being like, oh, we know that X person likes to play Luna, and so we're going to ban Luna, or something like that. So here,
Which is-
the Radiant picks up a Mirana, which I like the Mirana pick. The problem is they already have a Viper. So now you're kind of they've kind of got confused picking going on here, like who's going to take mid, who's getting the farm, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, definitely. It also seems like we have a bit of a theme. We have green heroes being picked by the Radiant and red heroes being picked by the Dire.
Ah,
So sort of
yes.
sticking to the
There's a new
Dota
metagame.
colors. Yeah, definitely.
Lion
That's-
ban.
Dire
Interesting.
team ban.
Yeah, that seems kind of odd given that they've already got Lena.
Yeah, I mean, Lion isn't really a top-tier support, and Dire wouldn't be picking him anyways, like you said. They've already got a Lena, and Lena does pretty much the same thing Lion does. So, I don't know. I think that's a weird ban.
Yeah, here's a fun fact. There's only one letter of difference between Lena and Lion.
Radiant team
Oh,
ban.
hey, there you go. Already bringing
And
in
they-
the trivia.
Yeah, they might also be brother and sister. That's unconfirmed, though.
Oh, okay. I did not know that. I had no
That's
idea.
what I'm here for. I have this kind of knowledge that only I can bring.
Let me check my XSplit. Okay, good. We are recording.
Fantastic.
I just want to make sure.
Well, no, I'm just having fun talking, you know.
That did
That's what
happen
I'm
to
telling
me
you.
today.
Yeah, that's what I heard. You posted in the thread about that, right?
I was recording a video, and I got through the entire video, 50 minutes long, and
10
then
seconds
my
remaining.
XSplit stopped responding, and I had to Task Manager, and it
5
didn't encode
seconds
the video
remaining.
properly. I was so
Ugh.
mad. I couldn't bring myself to do it again.
Dire
That's
team
crazy.
pick.
Back in the day when I did a Company of Heroes shoutcast, I decided I was going to try and cast myself like while I was playing once, try and record some in-game commentary. And, you know, I did it, and it was kind of hard talking and playing at the same time, but whatever, I finished. And then I go to watch the video after I recorded it just to see how it turned out, and it only had the game sound, and I was like,
Oh
"Arr."
no. It's actually very difficult to talk and play at the same time. That's why with my
Oh, yeah.
videos I'm always usually just watching. If I ever do a gameplay video of me, I play the game and then I watch the recording afterwards.
Yeah, that's
Radiant
exactly what I do
team
for
pick.
my Men of War stuff. Well, although I have to because they don't have a sort of in-game thing. So now we have all the heroes picked
Right.
for both sides.
Okay, so
And-
let's do a little bit of analysis of what's going on. Like, who do you think is going to be the aggressor, the pushing team in this game? Do you think, Tycho?
Yeah, so it looks like the Radiant just has more damage just off the top of my head.
Yeah,
The-
I would agree with that.
Yeah, especially, I mean, between Viper, Necrolite, Mirana, and Treant, they've got...
Prepare for
well,
battle.
between Treant and Necrolite, they got some good push, and Viper and Mirana, good DPS. And, well, you look at someone like Earthshaker or Witch Doctor, they're more initiating or supporting rather than putting out the damage
Right. So
when the fight starts.
So what you're seeing in this game is the Dire is definitely going to be doing a turtling strategy based around Vin Diesel, which is probably Paige, I believe, farming. And so they're all going to be protecting Vin Diesel while he farms, and they're going to be trying to turtle. And I can tell you right now that once Viper and Mirana get 1 or 2 items, the Radiant is probably going to start pushing, and they're really going to try and break into the Dire base before Naga can get a lot of
30
items.
seconds
So,
to battle.
or at least that's what I would do. I don't know if they're actually going to do that.
Yeah, we'll find out. So it looks like interesting strategic picks for both teams. The Dire has gone for a flying donkey courier, whereas the Radiant has chosen a badger with no wings yet.
Well, I don't know how the Badger fares against the Flying Donkey. I have no idea, so we'll have to see how that battle goes out. So
I think they're still trying to balance it. It's not finished yet.
yeah, Badger's pretty OP right now.
Yeah.
So it looks like Viper is going up against the Silencer mid. So Viper is, I can tell you right now, is going to have a bad time.
Yeah. What does he have that can... well, I guess he can use that little poison attack thing if Silencer casts the... What's it called? Curse of the Silent.
I don't believe Poison Attack will get rid of it.
It doesn't count.
It doesn't count as a spell, I'm pretty sure.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Well, good luck to Viper.
Good luck, Viper. So it looks like we have a little bit of a mix-up. Necrolite is going bottom, and Mirana is going top.
Yeah, I wonder if that's based on the heroes they saw down there, or they decided to rejigger just independently of who they're laning against. I'm trying to figure
Not
out.
sure. Second curse goes down on Viper.
Yeah, I think it makes sense that they would want Mirana up top to do some good damage against Lina and Naga, who are a bit squishier than Earthshaker and Witch Doctor combo.
Right. You see Ogre Magi coming in to ward the small camp on the Dire jungle. That's good on him.
Yeah, that's funny. Originally they had the wards on their donkey, but I guess that was just to deliver them somehow. Donkey was south,
Yeah.
and he went north. Ooh, I should probably open up these graphs. I never get a chance to look at the fancy graphs while I'm playing, but now that we're casting, we can check last hits and stuff.
Right, last
Wow.
hits denied and all that. Naga's doing pretty good.
Yeah, no kidding. Dire is at twice the gold earned as Radiant so far.
Yeah.
600 gold disparity.
They're definitely doing good. Witch Doctor's got crazy amounts of denies, though, going on.
5 denies, not bad at all.
That shouldn't be surprising. Witch Doctor has one of the better attack animations in the game, and he is giving the farm to Earthshaker, so...
Although Earthshaker too has a couple of denies, so no fun for the...
Looks like there's an engage going on up top. There was a net on the Mirana, and it looks like Mirana is going to get away. Okay, there we go.
Yes.
The arrow
nice.
does hit Lina, though.
Yeah, nice arrow on Lina, and now we're going to see Ogre Magi wants to try and finish him off.
And it looks like Ogre Magi is gonna bite it.
I know you are, but what am I?
And
Yeah.
he is just killed by the Dire, so no first blood yet.
Yeah, a couple of pretty squishy heroes up north for both teams.
Yeah, Naga's
Ogre Magi is
got
probably the
a
strongest
got
guy
a
in that
poor
fight.
man's shield though, so she's not that squishy anymore.
With that nice little new icon.
Yeah, they changed a lot of the item icons.
Including adding the combine symbol to the recipe.
I noticed that, and I was so happy.
So now this takes place in the Half-Life universe, of course.
Why wouldn't it?
I don't know. That's a good question. I guess we all assumed it
I
did.
always thought it
before
was
this,
in
yeah.
Half-Life. Yeah.
Certainly.
Naga looks to be maxing Riptide first. Kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Poor
I
Viper.
guess it makes sense. Get some damage in on the weaker heroes up top.
Yeah. Poor Viper. He's gonna have such a
Yeah.
bad game.
Yes.
Yeah, only 3 last hits, and Silencer has about 8. That's looking rough.
So it looks like down at bottom they chased Earthshaker back a bit, but he has popped his healing salve and is now right back in the fight, but he was down pretty low before he ran off.
So there's one thing I want to point out on the bottom lane. Witch Doctor has 2 wards, and he hasn't used them yet. I don't know if he just got them or what, but I think that's a bit of a mistake.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're just waiting for the opportune moment, or he hasn't got a chance. Perhaps he was planning on keeping them down, but...
Looks like there's a bit of an engage bottom.
Yeah, it looks like they're not going to catch him, because that Fisher did not trap the Necrolite on the left.
Oh, it looks like Mirana's going to get caught in a net and Alina stun, and Mirana takes the fall.
Yeah, it's just tough fighting against 2 heroes that can put out that much damage when you're not tough and hard and strong.
I was just talking about this with one of my friends. Naga, with pretty much any hero that can stun, is very, very tough to lane against.
Sorry to disappoint.
Yeah, if they don't want you leaving, I guess you aren't leaving.
Trying to figure out why this Witch Doctor has these wards. Maybe he placed the original ones. Looks like there is a double damage rune down on the bottom, and nobody's going for it quite yet.
Yeah, only only Dire knows it's there. Oh, Dire's got some wards far into the Radiant.
Yeah, so
jungle.
it looks like Witch Doctor already had some wards, and he bought some with his some money that he got in lane. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Dire knows about the double damage, but
So already we're starting to see the Dire pull ahead in last hits, and gold earned. Quite an advantage going to the Dire.
yeah, engagement down south looks like Witch Doctor's going down. They might even catch Earthshaker. I'm betting that Witch Doctor was saving those wards for when the original wards expire. He's just gonna plop them down in the same position again.
Right, and it looks like Earthshaker is going to have to go back to the base, so that's a good win on the Radiant side.
Yeah, definitely.
Silencer putting another curse down on Viper. I'm surprised that they saw a Silencer on the Dire side and didn't decide to send Mirana mid. Mirana takes a fall up top, and looks like Ogre Magi is going to fall as well.
Yeah.
This Naga is just getting ridiculous.
Thanks.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Naga
So-
opting not to go for his ult at level 6. Interesting.
Yeah. Huh. I guess he figures with Lina around, they have enough sort of disables, stuns to keep people around long enough to do what they need to do. Isn't factoring in any big team fights anytime soon.
That makes sense.
So it looks like Treant heading down to pick up the double damage, and then heading back into his jungle, maybe to farm? Or just wants the safer route back to his lane.
Probably a safer route back to his lane. Looks like he's going to meet up with Witch Doctor. He's
Yeah,
gonna-
this could get ugly.
Yeah.
Oof.
Ouch. Oh, wow.
Oh,
He might get it.
yikes.
Or
Good
Shaker misses.
Fisher.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be
Puts him
better
on the
if they
wrong
trap
side.
him, I suppose. Yeah.
And looks like they're not going to catch up unless they want to do some crazy diving.
Well, at least they live. Gotta use up their tangos, though.
So this is starting to get dangerous for the
So,
Radiant up top.
Yeah, at this point, 4-1 with partial out farming. Oof, ow, Mirana goes down. Now, especially at this point, 5-1 with some out farming by the Dire. Would you think about maybe rejiggering the hero combinations? Are there any lane arrangements that would work better for Radiant than what they got going on right now? Does Treant really need Necrolite around?
I would say, yeah, Necrolite would probably have to start ganking at this point. He is level 6. In order, or wait for Treant to get level 6. He's just about to hit it and start ganking with Treant. Definitely something needs to happen because Mirana and Ogre are having a real tough time with this lane up top.
Looks like Viper might be the one who's thinking about ganking, but changed his mind, I guess.
Yeah, see, it's getting really dangerous for the Radiant top lane because neither of them have boots. And you've got a Naga with phase boots already. So that's going to be an issue for them.
Yeah, there's gonna be no getting out of there if Lena lands a stun.
Dire's middle tower is under
Yeah.
attack.
Looks like there's an engage going on in mid.
Yeah, Viper managing to hold off Silencer, although he's, stuck with that spell plus one last hit. He's heading back to base now. No chance. And we do finally have wards up by the Radiant near Roshan.
Yes,
On Dire's
the
side.
singular lone ward.
Well, we got dueling wards, I guess, one on either side of that cliff.
Right.
Or that crevice.
Well, there is an illusion rune on
Yeah.
on the bottom river, and it just hit the 10-minute mark, so there's not going to be another rune. Looks like there's an engage going on top.
Yeah.
Viper showing
Somehow
up.
seemed to leap through in the snare somehow.
Viper managing to pick off Naga. He's hoping to catch up with Lena, maybe.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Lena heading back towards the tower, and she'll be safe because Viper's out of there. So somebody just pinged Viper.
Oh wow, very nice stun from Witch Doctor. And then Earthshaker comes into ult. Necrolite uses his ult on the Witch Doctor, and then Train Protector uses his
Whoa.
ult as well.
Oh,
Wow.
nice heal from Witch Doctor gets Earthshaker
And
out
that
there.
Maledict
alive.
kills off the Treant.
Ouch.
The worst part is I think Death Pulse was up from
Oh.
the Necrolite, so he could have saved Treant.
Just didn't know.
Yeah.
Or didn't have the mana, actually. He's at
Radiant's
108
middle
of
tower is
165.
No, he used it after Treant died.
Ah.
Maybe it was on cooldown. Maybe I
Yeah, it's
didn't notice
possible.
it, but I'm pretty sure his Death Pulse was up and he could have saved him.
At least we did have one save, Witch Doctor getting Earthshaker out of there alive.
There's a ping going on Ogre up top. Yep. Looks like they're engaging.
Ouch.
Ouch. Yeah, that's rough.
And now they're diving for Mirana, but she
Radiant's
leaps
top
away.
tower
Oh look,
is
the
under
badger's got
attack.
balloons.
Yeah, that's rough. There's not much you can do against that when heroes are 4 levels higher than you in lane.
Maybe an ill-advised appearance by Viper trying to save the day. Wasn't able to get in there while the rest were alive.
Yeah, triple kill by Siren. This is not looking good. At this point, Siren won't even need to farm.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
We do have an engagement bottom lane, Earthshaker wailing on Treant, Treant wailing on Earthshaker. Nothing getting decided. What does War solve? What does Violence solve?
Great stun by Earthshaker with the follow-up Witch Doctor ulti before the Silencer ult. Unfortunately, not able to do enough damage.
Would have been better had Silencer silenced him. Maybe he wouldn't have used up his ultimate. Although, maybe that's what scared him off.
Right.
Hard to tell.
Silencer coming in for a gank on the bottom lane.
Yeah, this could be ugly.
I don't know. They're both pretty high health, but they don't have any mana left, so Silencer could do some cleaning up.
Earthshaker's just pulling out, and here we have Ogre Magi coming in. I don't know if they saw it. Yeah, now they see Silencer. At least it's going to be a fight.
Nice stun by Ogre Magi, trying to do some body blocking. So I just want to talk about this real quick. This illusion rune over here.
Illusion.
Shadow.
That was there for like 4 minutes.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah, nobody wanted it.
And the way runes work is if there's a rune up and it goes past the 2-minute mark, another rune does not spawn. So that kind of was a waste. One thing I really wish the Silencer had picked up a bottle. Let me go to Silencer's items. Yeah, I wish he'd picked up an early bottle so he could have done some rune control and taken advantage
Dire's
of these
middle
runes.
tower is under attack.
Yeah, always a nice idea to get a bottle in the mid.
Yeah, especially for heroes that use mana a lot like Silencer. Not necessarily for someone like Viper, but Silencer's good.
So I don't know what Trin's doing stomping around in the woods all the time, what he's looking for. Oh, he's warding. I see.
Looks like he's looking for a good ward spot, and Lena's gonna find him.
He gets out easy though.
Witch Doctor also looking to ward. He really likes that ward spot.
Well, it's a nice place. Up high. You can see the rune.
Yeah.
So we got 4 of them down, 4 from Dire down on the bottom lane. You think they're trying to push or just looking for a gank, catch somebody out of place?
I'm not real sure. I think they are trying to start doing a split pushing type strategy where they're just gonna leave Naga to threaten the top lane, and they're gonna threaten the bottom at the same time.
And speaking of Naga threatening the top lane, she's caught Mirana in the net unless, oof, no leap.
Right.
Big engagement down bottom. We have Trant's ultimate pop, roots a bunch of people, but he's gonna get focused down, and now we have pure chaos. Everybody dying. Witch Doctor ultimate down. Looks like this is gonna be a win for the Dire. They're going to lose their Earthshaker, but nothing else. And yeah, they do. They just put out a lot of damage.
Yeah, definite win from the Dire there. 4 for 1. Now they're going to be able to push this tower pretty much without any interference. While at the same time, Naga is pushing down the top tier 1.
Yeah, it's looking pretty bad for a Sentinel. Any what can they do to come back?
Yeah, I don't know. They kind of base their team around you know, an early to mid game type thing, and their early to mid game is now shot.
We had a nice arrow hit south from Mirana. Actually lets her pick off the Witch Doctor. Got a massive stun. It was partially luck, I think.
Yeah, definitely good job on the Mirana. Once again, Mirana still no boots.
Yeah, well, no money. Getting killed all the time by Naga.
Yeah.
37 last hits, which is near the top of the pack, but then the highest is Naga at 78.
Jesus. That's definitely Paige playing Naga, by the way.
Yeah.
I would know that GPM anywhere. So here it looks like Radiant is fixing to engage with a haste on the ogre down on bottom.
Yeah, Dire does see him with their ward, but they're not pulling back yet. Maybe don't want to tip their hand that they do have a ward there. Don't want to tell Radiant that they know they're coming.
Haste running out, and that kind of takes with it their chance to engage. All 5 heroes down on bottom.
Although, probably if they had engaged, Dire would have pulled back, so...
Ooh, nice.
Sure
They're
they
going to use the Mirana ult to engage. Nice Earthshaker stun.
Yeah, just lines them up. Lets Lena knock him down, but not quite enough.
Treant
Great
Protector
gank
using
there.
a great ultimate there.
And a nice ult from Necrolite.
Nice setup there by Witch Doctor. But it looks like it's not going to be enough. Looks like Naga is going to take the fall here.
Radiant cleans up.
And I can't help but thinking that that was just the momentum that Radiant needed to get back in this game.
Yeah, we'll see. It looks like top is not pushed in too much, so they don't have to worry about that. And Mirana might even be able to catch Silencer, although I'm not sure why she's
I don't know why she'd want
engaging
to.
at half health.
Like, Mirana, you don't want to catch Silencer.
Yeah. No mana, no leap.
Yeah.
Well, no silence, no leap.
Radiant's middle tower
Silencer
is
picking
under
up an
attack.
invisibility rune. He's going to probably try and do some ganking with this.
So yeah, Dire's back, so there goes momentum for the Radiant, and back on the back foot again.
Looks like Radiant is gearing up for a push in the mid lane.
Or they're trying to stick together to keep from getting slaughtered.
That too.
A bit split up. Mirana might get caught out of
Radiant's bottom
position
tower is under
here.
attack.
Leap
Yeah,
saves
not
her
looking
from
good.
the worst of it.
And it looks like this bottom tier 1 is going to take a fall. Nobody on the Radiant side had teleport scrolls or teleport support.
Radiant's bottom tower has
Except, of
fallen.
course, for Miranda, who got her butt kicked immediately when she tried.
Yeah.
So yeah, strong push here by the Dire. They've been down south for quite a while.
Dire's middle tower is under
Naga got her
attack.
Perseverance. She's probably going to be working on her Battle Fury.
Yeah, it's gonna be an ugly pusher when she gets that done.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
This is surprising from the Viper. It looks like he got a Mithril Hammer, so he's going to be going for an early BKB.
Huh. Tired of Silencer, maybe. Or just wants to avoid Lena.
Yeah, it could also be an early Desolator. I'm not sure if I like that over the BKB though. I'd much rather see a BKB. Looks like there's going to be an engage here. Viper opening up with his ultimate and a nice stun from the Ogre. Mirana doing a Starfall, Necrolite ulti and Lena stun, and then Screen Protector using his ultimate, and then a follow up with a Witch Doctor ultimate, but it's not going to save him.
Yeah, so that was interesting. Did Necrolite's ultimate... Oh, wow, if this arrow... Oh, Mirana's arrow just nailed Lena from like
Clutch
a
arrow.
mile away. Oh.
It was not luck,
Wow.
but skill.
So did you catch whose Necrolite... who Necrolite ultied? It looked like he, unfortunately, got it in on,
I believe
to be dead.
I believe it
Earthshakers.
was on the Earthshaker, who was pretty much dead.
Yeah, so that's unfortunate. You gotta be careful with those high damage ultimates that you don't target it on someone who's dead by the time it goes
Dire's
off.
middle tower
Right.
is under attack.
Well, it also, I believe it does a mini stun as well. It does do a small stun, so it's good for interrupting
Dire's
someone like
structures are
Witch
fortified.
Doctor's ultimate, even if it's
Yeah,
not going to kill him.
So now
Looks
we
like
have
another counter engage.
Yeah, nice catching him by the tower, and looks like... Oh, wow, they don't get Mirana. What healed her there?
This only happens when you're
Oh, that was maybe her wand.
It's probably her wand.
No. Yeah. So that saves her Ogre Magi destroyed, but they at least keep most of their team alive.
Looks
But
like
this
Dire's
counter
going to
push is
turn this
looking
into a
ugly,
push,
yeah.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Radiant popping a
Miranda.
glyph.
Yeah, Miranda
Radiant's
whining about
middle
someone
tower
spoiling
is
her
under
shot.
attack.
I guess it hit a creep. The arrow from far away.
Yeah, they've got pretty cool little
Radiant's middle tower has
dynamic
fallen.
voice acting for some of the heroes. It's pretty neat. Like I was playing a Luna game and I was laning with Lena in the same lane as me, and Luna started talking about Lena like lighting her fire and stuff. It was really funny.
Yeah, Valve is great at that stuff ever since, I guess, Left 4 Dead was the first.
Radiant's
they tried
bottom
that out.
tower is under
Right.
attack.
They got their writers on staff. They gotta have them do something while they're not working on episode 3.
Lena looking for a gank with an invis. She's gonna find a treant and be like, "Oh no, I don't wanna deal with that." And the rest of the team showing up. Unfortunately, the Lena's done.
Yeah, she misses it, so she makes up for it by popping her ulti.
But the
And
Earthshaker
Dire-
did
yeah.
manage to hit it with his fissure, so it worked out.
Naga Siren spending her time farming the jungles. I guess saving up for... Diffusal Blade. No
Yep.
surprise there.
So I thought Naga was going to go for a Battle Fury to start, but it looks like she went for a Lincoln's instead with the Perseverance, which I can say I like that choice.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah, against
tower
this enemy
is under
team with...
attack.
Especially between Necrolite and Ogre Magi and Mirana, I can see wanting a Lincoln's.
Yeah, definitely need some survivability against a team like this.
And you just know they're going to try and focus you down because you are Paige.
Well, plus you're 9-2 at this point, which is
Yeah.
you're the majority of your team's kills.
Almost.
So I think, do they have a smoke on the Dire, or are they just sitting in the jungle doing nothing?
Maybe they're talking things over, having a little powwow, sharing stories.
They're just gonna sit around the campfire.
They need a campfire is the first thing. There's a
They're-
campfire
they're-
over by those creep,
Yeah, right here.
by the ward.
Okay, Witch Doctor.
Yeah, they're just walking back and forth and waiting for stuff.
So yeah, this is. I can't say I like this at all. I mean, I guess what they're trying to do is they're trying to bait out a fight with Siren. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, they don't want to fight by the tower. Oh, Earthshaker caught and killed. I mean, they didn't want this, is basically
Right.
what's going on.
And now Mirana popping her ultimate, so Treant Protector's going to get an awesome Treant ultimate,
Yeah,
stunning
nice
everybody
stun.
on the team.
Nice stun from Lena at the beginning of that fight. Caught a lot of them, but probably not going to be enough. Ooh, Naga does manage to finish off Necrolite, though.
But it's not going to be enough. Dire taking 4 heroes down for the Radiance 2, so definitely not a win for the Dire.
Yeah, I mean, that was why they were just hanging out in the jungle instead of going in and fighting.
Right,
sort
I
of
would
thing.
much rather have seen them pushing the top lane or something like that.
Radiant's
Yeah,
top tower
certainly.
is under attack.
The way to draw the enemy out is to get the pressure on him. Oof, poor Lena. Yeah, you want to draw the enemy out, get pressure on him, push some lanes or something. That'll get him out. Don't just wait around the jungle, hope they take the bait.
Dire's middle tower.
So we
has
had a
fallen.
massive treant with
Radiant's
Bloodlust
top
from the Ogre
tower is
Magi,
under
but
attack.
unfortunately he's back down to normal size, so no longer ant-sized. And we have a ping from blue. I guess that would be Ogre Magi, I think. Either a ping from blue or a ping from Earthshaker by Roshan, so maybe one team worrying about the other. Roshan is tough to tell.
Yeah, sorry about that for whoever's watching on my YouTube channel. My mouse ran out of batteries, so that ended up being a problem for a second.
Gotta use those arrow keys, man.
Yeah, it was weird.
That's why I use a cord-driven mouse. No batteries, no muss, no fuss.
Yeah, I'm thinking of switching to a corded mouse, but I don't know if I really like the wireless freedom.
Man, all the pros use cords because you save 1/1,000,000th of a millisecond lag when you're not wireless. You gotta get that ultra super fast response time. Pixel perfect accuracy. So, Radiant has not crumbled despite a fairly weak early game. They're getting some good team engagements and wiping out the Dire every once in a while, so it looks like they're at least still in the game, have not fallen before the
Dire's
sight
top
of the
tower is under
Naga Siren.
attack.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. I think a large part of this is due to some really nice Treant ultimates, and the fact that the Radiant just has better team fighting heroes than the Dire does.
Yeah, no question about that. Lena's also been getting some good stuns, and her Shaker's, I don't know, 50-50 for Fishers or something by this point.
Right. Nice arrow on the silencer. Mirana might be able to get
Yeah.
this, but she backs off.
Yeah, worried about whoever else is lurking in the wings, which is funny because basically all of Radiant is there and none of Dire is there, so had they tried, they could probably have pulled
Radiant's
something
top
off.
tower is under
But there's no way to
attack.
know. So we have some good ward work by the Dire. They've got a ward in their normal
Radiant's
spot
bottom tower
down
is
by
under
that
attack.
south rune, and then they have another ward in the Radiant jungle by the secret shop. So they have a fair amount of info about what's going on, and we do have an engagement going down in the bottom. Shaker sort of cuts off one path of retreat for the Radiant, and looks like he's going to try and dive him, but no, Cup and cast by the Ogre Magi, and this could be bad for Lena.
Turn me over.
Wow, fighting everywhere.
I'm done.
What is going on?
Yeah, I would say
So-
that the Radiant came out ahead on that one again.
Yep. Although they did lose Mirana, she looks like she managed to do some damage to Witch Doctor,
Radiant's
I
top tower
guess,
is
before
under
dying.
attack.
So Radiant in a fairly okay position to push this in if they want to, but they have to defend top, it looks like.
Okay, sorry about this. I'm trying to get my mouse working. Looks like my mouse is going all finicky on me.
I can loan you mine if that would help.
I don't think it would.
You don't think people will wait for 4 or 5 days while my mouse crosses the country? So we got a haste on Naga Siren. This could get very ugly if she decides to drop in on anybody, but I don't know, some indecision walking back and forth. And she's gonna hang out bottom, wait for someone to show up. But since Radiant saw her pick up that haste rune, they have that ward overlooking the rune. They know that she's south, and so they're probably anticipating this gank down on bottom.
Right. Looking at the last hits and denies, Naga Siren is definitely up at the top with 155.
Impressive. So it looks like we've got 4 out of 5 for the Radiant down here defending this bottom tower. They do pop a Fortify on it. That's going to let it last for a while, but now Dire is just refocusing towards the middle. Yeah, poor Radiant. They're getting pushed in wherever they are.
Yeah, I'd say that the Dire is probably going to focus on the top lane now, get that tower down, and then probably try and do a Roshan or just push into the base.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
And at this point, even though the Radiant has been doing really good in team fights, I think that the Dire just has more gold. They've got a huge tower advantage.
Yeah, difference in gold earned is at about 8,000 by now, and oh wow, looks like they know where Treant is, maybe? I don't know, tough to tell.
Nice Treant ultimate again.
And somehow Ogre Magi invisible.
And Naga Siren getting focused down because the rest of her team isn't there.
Witch Doctor ult interrupted, I think, by somebody. Maybe the Ogre Magi stun, so great fight going on for the Radiant, catching everybody.
And Silencer's going to take the fall to Viper. I think this is the Radiant's time. I think they need to either push the mid lane or go take a Roshan.
Double damage.
They gotta do something with this, because you can't just let the opportunity sit. Lena picking up the double damage so that no one else grabs that. So it looks like they have chosen to push mid.
Yeah, I can definitely see this being a going in the favor of Radiant because the Dire only has one carry, but the Radiant has 2 carries plus a
Breaks.
what is it?
I guess
Ogre Magi can function as like a
Dire's
semi-carry
middle
later in the
tower is
game.
under attack.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think they have a better late game.
Oh, Mirana has leaped into some trees and she is stuck there, which is unfortunate because she's bloodlusted by an awesome multicast by the Ogre Magi. So now this is a great time for them to push. Ooh, Fortification is going to
For
hold them
Mirana.
off for a few more seconds.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
So yeah, I would definitely like to see the Radiant do a Roshan right after that.
Yeah, it looks like they're just milling about. Not quite sure what they're doing. Ow, Necrolite has 2,700 gold saved up. Hopefully he's gonna buy something, maybe a Mystic Staff. I don't know. What do you buy on Necrolite?
Well, usually on Necrolite you get a mechanism. Bloodstone is a good choice. It's going to keep him full on mana. You usually want to have the team-focused items like mechanism or a pipe. So let's see what they've got on the Radiant's team. Nothing on Viper except a BKB. Nothing on Treant. Mirana doesn't have anything, and Necro doesn't have anything, and there's a mech on the Ogre Magi. So I would like to see the Necro start building a pipe.
Oh, looks like we got Yasha too, just bought the Viper.
Okay. So yeah, I think Necro, now that he's finished his Bloodstone, he should definitely be working on a pipe. He probably should have done a pipe first, to be honest. Looks like they're worried about Roshan.
Yeah. Oh, hits him with an arrow. I've always thought that you want to make Necrolite sort of durable so he can keep pumping out his well, all this stuff, I guess. But you think pipe more important against the Dire team, or just pipe more important in general?
I think pipe is just a really good item. You always want to have at least one pipe on every team. So now that he's got his Bloodstone finished, he should definitely be working on a pipe. And a pipe also has the added benefit of making Necrolite more durable. So, you know.
Sure.
It's just one of those good items to have. Same thing with Mechanism. You want a Mechanism on every team. You want a Drum of Endurance on every team. Those kinds of things.
So we might see a fight here around Mirana if she gets caught by this Earthshaker. Ends up on the right side of Fisher and leaps out anyways. But oh, poor
Great focus down by
Earthshaker.
the Radiant team.
Yeah, it's a nice multicast.
So now it looks like they're going to use this advantage to either push into the base or do a Roche.
And also good to note that this time Necrolite did not use his ultimate on that Earthshaker, so he's still got that up for the upcoming inevitable team fight.
It looks like Naga Siren is pushing the top lane to try and threaten the Radiant.
Yeah, this could get crazy. Nice catches Silencer with a good multicast. Mirana might get destroyed if she isn't able to get out. Her leap is still on cooldown because she used to get in, but now she's just TPing out. Necrolite down, or not Necrolite, Witch Doctor, sorry, down by I don't even know. Necrolite has yet to use his ultimate, so Radiant still has quite a bit of power in this fight if something happens.
Great Earthshaker ultimate, and Lina finishing up. Looks like Ogre's going to take the fall.
Yeah, Necrolite does end up using his ultimate, and that takes down
And they
Earthshaker,
managed to
so
save the racks. And while this is happening, Naga has taken down the tower on the top.
So yeah, definitely I think a near win for Dire. They lost a lot of heroes, but if they manage to take out this Rax, it'll all be worth it.
It's definitely gonna be close. Nope. Naga says, I've had enough of this. She's getting out of here.
That was close. They got the tower, but no Rax yet.
I think she would have stayed longer, but she saw the Necrolite and she was worried about an ultimate.
Yeah, Radiant has pulled out ahead in terms of hero kills, so all is not yet lost for them. If they can get another one of these magical team fights and take out the Dire again, then push and get a Rax, it'll definitely swing in their favor, no problem.
Yeah, looks like Naga is going to have to farm really hard in order to try and pull a win out on this one.
Yeah, Necrolite has a Ogre Club stashed in his stash for some inscrutable reason. Now it's on the Badger. So he is building...
The only thing that I can think of with an Ogre Club is he's either building BKB or he is going for an Aghanims in a really weird way.
Yeah, I guess, well, certainly he wouldn't want the Blades of Alacrity first, so at that point it's between the Point Booster, the Wizardry staff, and the Ogre Club. I guess he wanted the Strength for the HP or something.
Well, that
Or
doesn't.
BKB, right?
Well, even that doesn't make any sense because if you want the hit points from for the Aghanim staff, you just get the Point Booster first.
Yeah, but man, that shit's expensive.
It's only 200 more than the Ogre Club, and it gives you 100 more hit points and 150 mana to boot.
Look at you talking like you're rich. 200 gold like it's nothing. That stuff doesn't grow on trees, man. You gotta work for it. Mirana narrowly missing a shot across the narrow chasm. Almost hit Silencer with that, but no luck.
So now it looks like the Radiant doesn't really know what to do with their time. None of them farming their jungle.
Yeah. That's it. They probably want to just catch somebody as a group and beat up on them, but
Treant Protector being a bit aggressive here, but he might run into a couple of heroes. Oh, nice dust. Looks like he's going to take the fall here.
ouch.
Very nice Lina stun, very nice dust. Just nice coordination all around.
Certainly.
Naga trying to take down that barracks.
Yeah, she's not gonna make it. Ogre Magi. Wow, she makes it out. That was Necrolite ult plus all sorts of stuff. Oh, she's down. Yeah, I The
think
whole team though.
I think that was a definite mistake not to do that with your to do that without her ultimate.
Yeah.
And now the Dire is still pushing.
So we have Viper with a Manta style.
I definitely like that choice on the Viper. Manta style is one of those items that is just good on almost any hero. As long as you're an agility carry, you pretty much want a Manta style.
And you gotta love the multicast, giving everybody all these giant, roided out muscles.
Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why the Radiant is doing so well in these team fights. They just, like I said, They've got so many good team fight heroes like, Ogre,
Allies
bloodlusting everybody on his team for the team fights.
They're juicing is what you're saying. And they're
They got the
invisible,
roids.
and they're catching Earthshaker, and now he's
Earthshaker
dead.
dies again.
And now they're invisible again, and now they get like Silencer.
Looks like Viper's going to get this Silencer with his Manta style. Goodbye, Silencer. And now Witch Doctor wants some of the action.
Radiant's
And looks like they're gonna get
bottom tower
away.
is under attack.
So yeah, no longer as one-sided as it first appeared, seeing as they've kept their racks alive.
Dyer's
It's
bottom
just a
tower
question of
is under
keeping
attack.
Naga from pushing their
Dyer's
face in.
structures are fortified.
Yeah, definitely. As long as they can defend against the split pushes from Naga, I think Radiant kind of has this one in the bag. Nice
Viper
net from
being
Naga.
cheeky. Got healed out the ass though. Viper, I mean.
Very nice Stream Protector ultimate. Witch Doctor is probably going to take a fall here. Lina using her ultimate on the tree, and Naga just chasing people down. But they're just kiting her.
Silencer killed so hard, he appears to have disconnected from the game, got knocked out of the internet, and Necrolight's little skull thingy was chasing one of the heroes, but was not chasing Naga. So this is this is tense.
Yeah, looks like Naga has said, I've had enough with this, I need to get out of here, and they managed
Yeah,
to defend their
keeping
tier
out.
1 tower.
So we do have a pause while Silencer reconnects to the game. Luckily he is back, so we
Killed
aren't gonna
so
be-
hard that even his internet rebelled.
Yep. Comes back, he's like, what did I miss? Well, you know, somebody died, I think.
Rage quit.
So we do have Naga, oh wow, Naga did not TP back to base. Naga TP'd to the top, and now she's pushing.
I think this is okay. I'd rather see her trying to backdoor the racks instead of pushing down the lane. Because now we're going to see the Treant come up and we're going to see some magic happen.
Dyer's
Looks like this
bottom
tier 1
is
tower on
under
the bottom is
attack.
finally going to take the fall.
Yeah.
Dyer's bottom tower has fallen.
So it's funny, it's been so long since Naga got into the Radiant base that the barracks is almost regenerated back to full.
And now Viper is coming up here and looks like there's another TP from Earthshaker. Or, sorry, from
So-
Necrolite.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna get Naga.
Structures are
I mean, she's got
fortified.
her ult so she gets out, but
She did manage to bait out a Fortify though, so that's definitely a win for the Dire side.
yeah.
Unless she gets caught by this arrow.
Oh, beautiful arrow.
Clutch
These
arrow
got
from
to
Mirana.
luck half the time, but still it's fantastic.
And she's still getting away. How is this happening?
Oh, clutch heal from Silencer's mechanism.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was a
beautiful.
nice mech heal.
And not a bad stun from Lina, doesn't catch anybody.
Wow, they are
probably wouldn't.
still chasing this.
They're gonna get it, I think. Oh,
Activating the
really?
Manta, and she takes
Oh.
the fall.
But this may not have been worth it if they lose Mirana and Treant. Oof.
Nice Witch
ultimate
Doctor
from Witch
ulti.
Doctor, yeah.
Definitely making them pay for that one. And Viper
No
just going to
question.
town on Silencer.
Oh.
Might get a good
Oh,
Lina stun.
gotcha.
No. Earthshaker's got a fissure, see if he can block him off.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, he's running the other way. So, I'm not sure why Viper's sticking around, but looks like Radiant's probably gonna get out of this without losing anybody more. I don't know. Lina's circling around bottom, but she's just going to the secret shop, not actually going to catch Ogre. So that went fairly badly for Radiant, but could have gone a lot worse. They did, of course, get down Naga, which was their goal, but they did pay for her with 2 heroes, so...
Yeah, I think that was just a bit of an overextension on the Radiant side. Nothing too terrible. It's not like they lost all 5 heroes just for the Naga.
Yeah, they just couldn't let her get away after that. I mean, come on, 1 hit from death, and she
Yeah.
got back to... So, it looks like we have a pipe on Lina, and Blink Dagger, of course, on Earthshaker.
Looks like Witch Doctor is working towards an Aghanim Scepter, which I gotta say I agree with, but as soon as he gets it, he's gonna need a BKB, because he's already had some issues getting his ultimates off in team fights.
Yeah. So, poor Treant still has no money, just has a Perseverance and a Bracer in his mana boots.
So Necrolite finishing his BKB.
Yep, so it wasn't a crazy Aghanims.
I definitely think someone on the Radiant needs to have a pipe. And I don't see
Yeah,
one.
it wouldn't hurt against Earthshaker and Lena and Witch Doctor. So we have Silencer pushing in bottom, but we got a TP from Viper. That's probably going to be able to reverse it. No one's helping Silencer.
Well, Silencer
even
looks
get
like he's just
caught.
going to right-click down this tower. He doesn't even care.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
And
Silencer's
that's
like,
not working.
it was totally worth it.
My poison.
I died the way I lived, shooting at
Invisibility.
towers. Oh, yeah, that's possible. Might also be gone.
No, I think that was intentional. He was just right-clicking down the tower because he's like, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Lena with Invis, finding an Ogre Magi.
And I don't know who's pinging what, but this could get ugly for Ogre Magi. I'm not sure why Dire is running away. This is Ward City up here. Oh, one of them expired. We had 3 for a moment. It was
Naga.
eyeballs upon eyeballs.
Naga's still trying to do her split-pushing magic.
And somehow she got stunned. Was that Mirana's arrow hit her at the secret shop somehow? I wasn't watching, but I think so. Mirana has been getting extremely lucky arrows, and of course those aren't 100%. Yeah, it was Mirana's arrow. Those aren't 100% luck. You have to launch one to hit it. So
This
in the first
Mirana's
place, you
just
have to
that good.
game sense. I mean, you can't just shoot them into the fog of war and just hit people. You have to know like vaguely where they are. And then
Apparently you
luck
can
does
if
take
you're
over.
if you're this Mirana.
No, you have to have some idea of what's going on. So Treant hanging out, chilling with his tree buddies. He's invisible, but he
You might
Can't
need
do
to be
anything with
careful.
that.
They've got some vision. They've got some dust and stuff on the Dire side.
You know what I never noticed? There's a bird that hangs out on Treant's shoulder.
Yes.
That's pretty great. But it doesn't cloak when he does, so this
Really.
seems to be a
Huh.
tactical mistake on the
Maybe-
bird's part.
Maybe it's something you can only see if you can see the model.
Yeah, I mean, certainly. Oh no, the bird ran away. What the? God damn it. That was a good bird. So now I'm going to spend the rest of this match trying to figure out what triggers the bird on Trant, if that's okay with everybody else. Oh, now we have dust down on the... Well, do we? No, we
Well,
don't.
there's a Mirana ultimate going on. Looks like they want to engage
yeah.
on this.
This is going to
Radiant's
get
bottom tower is
crazy. They go for...
Trans only gets 2 people in his ultimate.
Yeah, Lincoln's blocks the initiation from Viper. Naga just pulling the reset button, and still not enough to save Treant. Interesting leap by Mirana takes her out of the fight to leave Ogre Magi to take all the damage. Earthshaker focused down, Mirana focused down, and we have an ultimate finally from Necrolite. He's been saving his ultimates more than in the past, and Lena finishes off the second to last of the Radiant team. So it looks like Radiant unfortunately not able to recreate their earlier success in these team fights, the last of them dead, and this might be the end if they are able to push in.
So wow, that was a really great team fight
Radiant's
from the
bottom
Dire.
tower is under attack.
Everything
Yeah,
just
they made
seemed
it
to work
work.
out for them on that one.
Let's see, click on Earthshaker. Earthshaker's ultimate was popped maybe at the very beginning, so maybe he got stunned out of it. Necrolite might be caught here, this is bad.
So yeah, that buyback was definitely wasted by the Necrolite.
Yeah, couldn't protect the
I think
tower,
part of the
so-
reason why the Radiant had such a bad team fight there was because Treant only hit 2 people with his ultimate.
Are fortified.
Yeah, definitely.
And so now they're definitely going to lose this tower. Necrolite buys back
Radiant's
again.
bottom tower has fallen.
Oh
what he's
no,
spending all his money
oh
on.
no, he
There
had a
goes their axe.
bloodstone.
Tower is under
Oh.
attack.
He had a bloodstone the first time, that's why
Radiant's bottom
they
tower.
So they
respawned.
do catch the Rax and the tree and the second Rax.
And this second Rex
so
is definitely going to go down.
that's not looking good.
And now Naga Siren is like, my work is done.
My gills run dry.
Her Lincoln's having eaten a Necrolite ultimate right there, so that was good.
94-second respawn. I wouldn't be surprised to see a buyback from her. Nope, she's going to buy a Crystallis instead.
I got this. I got every pointy item in the game.
I don't know if I like that buying the Crystallis instead of saving for buyback.
Yeah, we'll
Because
see.
The Radiant might turn this into a push while Naga is still dead.
That's gonna be tough. We have Silencer up top with a small contingent of creep. Oh, but no TP, so we'll have to see. Silencer's got to get back to base. Or maybe not, because Viper's not there with him.
The Radiant
And they're not
could just
too
take
hard.
Roshan. I'm surprised. This is a 49-minute game, and we haven't seen a single Roshan attempt.
Unless you count Mirana's spear that hit him.
I wouldn't call that an attempt. More like a feeble check.
So Silencer just cowering in the trees until the bad people go away. But that's not gonna work. Necrolite is gonna... Oh, no, just kidding.
No.
Necrolite buys something, I guess.
And
Oh,
he
whoa,
attacks him.
He attacks.
What is going
luckily
on?
his creep body blocked the Ogre Magi. He might be able to get out from this. Mirana almost nails another one of those crazy arrows, but yeah, poor Silencer.
Why would he do that? I don't even know, man.
He might have thought he got spotted, because, well, if he had sight on them, then they had sight on him, right? So I guess he was spotted.
Dire's top tower
Even if he
has
was
fallen.
spotted, why doesn't he just pour it out immediately?
He didn't have one. That was why he's hiding
He
in
was
the trees.
he was in the
first
shop.
place. Oh yeah, that's true.
You could
Good
buy
point.
TPs from that shop.
Tricky. Maybe he was sold out.
Weird. Looks like Naga Siren has respawned, and the Crystallis is sitting in the stash.
That's a nice place to keep it.
Not quite sure
gets more
why
power.
she hasn't finished her heart yet, and she bought the Crystallis.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So, down south, the creep have pushed all the way into the base, and they're just chilling out and fighting, so Radiant's gonna have their hands full.
Definitely. And Dire can push this top lane without really having to worry about a tower.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Looks like the Dire is just farming the Radiant jungle creeps for now. Lina nuking some mud golems to no effect.
You just gotta try, because you never know if their magic immunity has somehow worn off. You gotta keep testing it.
I think she was just trying to activate her fiery soul, though.
Maybe she just likes how it looks. It's an impressive sort of thing.
Yeah, and she's got the mana for it, so why not just spam your spells? Lena's gonna find a haste rune.
Can't outrun a wildfire.
And outrun a wildfire is what she says. I suppose that might be true. That's an odd looking creep. They're like giant armadillo things attacking Lena.
Naga Siren opting to go straight for the Daedalus instead of finishing her heart. Interesting choice.
She's just not planning on dying or anything.
I think she just, I think at first he was like, I need survivability, and then he realized I'm just not doing enough damage. So I think he switched gears. So let's look at gold per minute. Current gold, okay. Gold per minute. Naga sitting at around 600, definitely the clear leader by far.
And poor little Treant hanging down at 150.
Poor Treant.
So looks like we have a push in the middle going down while distracting with Naga's illusions up north. But Radiant is going to be able to just waltz on over there, so we'll see how...
Radiant structures are fortified.
Well, Dire might be able to push in just because they have these two catapult creep.
So now they're using
firing at
the
the tower.
Mirana ultimate and catching 3 heroes in his ultimate.
Radiant's middle tower
Yeah,
is
Treant roots everybody. Silencer just getting healed out the ass, but that's not enough. Finally, a Witch Doctor ultimate shows up.
Naga
but,
focusing down the ogre. Now she's working on Mirana. Looks like Mirana's going to take a fall now. Oh wow, nice
Mirana
leap.
leaps out. And Naga's just unstoppable. And Mirana trying to help, but she's going to be in trouble if she sticks around too much. Treant is down. So, yeah, it looks like things have swung in the Dire's favor now. It's going to be really tough for Radiant to turn this around.
Naga's trying to get close to Viper. Gets a net on him, so this might be the end of Viper.
Yeah, the team fight tables have turned.
Yeah, I'd say Naga has officially gone into the insane carry
Radiant's
category.
middle barracks has fallen.
Lena with 10 on her bloodstone.
Is that is that instant respawn? I think that might be instant respawn.
I don't know.
We'll be able to find out real quick.
Yeah. Oh, maybe not. Nice stun.
Oh,
Very
nice.
stun.
Nice.
And a mech
Radiant's
for good
middle
measure.
tower is under attack.
Very nicely done by Lena there. And she's working on an Aghanim Scepter to just make sure that she can just nuke people down from full HP.
Yep, Necrolite briefly a pig, then no longer a pig.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
A problem I think we have all experienced at some point in our
Radiant's
lives.
top barracks has fallen. Radiant's top barracks has fallen. The Dire now have mega creeps.
So, I'd
So-
say this is officially a dire win.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you to predict who was going to win, but you jumped the gun.
I'm sorry.
I think I agree with your prediction. I'd have to, like...
Don't think I've ever seen
Pretty
somebody come back
close,
from Mega Creeps.
But,
Radiant's middle tower has
yep,
fallen.
ouch. Necrolite caught on his way back.
Is under attack.
Badger can't even bear to watch this. He's got his head turned around.
And now they're just fountain farming. That's just rude.
That wasn't too bright.
And the poor... I don't know what that is. The ancient dies. What is that?
Okay, so that was a Penny Arcade scrimmage going down, and I think we're gonna end the video here. So overall, how would you rate this game, Tycho?
We need a scale to rank things. On a gold per minute, I would probably rank it at about, I think the average is like a 380. So that's a pretty good ranking.
Okay, cool. It was definitely a back and forth game. I definitely enjoyed myself. So I think we're gonna end the video here, and look forward to more tournament videos from the Penny Arcade crew in the future. And thanks for casting with me, Tycho.
Goodbye.